What is up, guys, and welcome back to a brand new video. Today we are here for another episode of the RB 100% Race Driver Career. This time around it is the Monaco Grand Prix, a track that's probably going to produce one of the most boring races off the calendar, I bet you that. So this could be one of the shorter episodes I'll have to make, depending how long it actually takes me to get it out. That is another thing. So not too much that is expected. We do have a front wing upgrade that's coming on, hopefully. Anyways, that's from Ricardo. Championship standings wise, we moved up into the top 10 after our very lovely win in Imola, and we have created some daylight between ourselves and the rest of the pack. Comfortably ahead of Alpine, Williams, Haas and Sauber. Haas and Sauber yet to score. And we're not that far from Aston Martin, but they're a bit of a stretch. Those top cars are a bit of a stretch in terms of trying to really fight for them consistently. So us in the top 10, Ricardo not too far behind in 12th position with the 13 points. Last time out, Ricardo got a very nice 5th place, which was 10 points, so a 35 point weekend. Verstappen's had a bit of a stinker, 3 DNFs in the first 7 races, but somehow he's only 7 points behind, with the 3 wins and a 3rd. So every race that Verstappen's finished, it's been at least on the podium, and Norris has not punished him as much as we probably thought that he would have. So it is turning out to be a real scrap between Verstappen, both McLarens and both Ferraris, it seems, because there's only 16 points between the top 4, and Sainz, he's barely hanging in there. He hasn't performed as good as the others, although by virtue of us being up there, he probably didn't get any more than what he would have bargained for. And of course we do have some worn engines. ICE's on 46 already. There was one that was on 56. MGUH, that's on 46. So I think we're going to have to look at some durability upgrades to help us not lose the engine so quickly. So we've got a front wing upgrade from Ricardo. Do we get that on?
Okay, mate, I'm pleased
we do. So Ricardo gets a front wing upgrade on. Very nice, Danny. So Ricardo's done all but one downforce upgrades. We've done quite a few. Yeah, we have done a few chassis upgrades. Powertrain, we haven't done too much. We've done all of the powertrain upgrades so far. I want to focus on fuel efficiency. That's what I do want to focus on. And what do we have here? ICE. Oh, that's not going to be in for another 20 odd days. And MGUH. Oh, that would have been the one that I focused on. MGUK. Not worried about that. So I want to focus on fuel efficiency. When can we possibly get that on? Spain. Okay, so hopefully we get enough resources to get that, and maybe even a discount. Who knows? Okay, so with that downforce upgrade, how far have we moved up? Okay, so I think we were ahead of Mercedes, which I think was where we were last time, but we are right on par with Ferrari and Aston Martin, so maybe those guys will be fighting with again this weekend. But just look at how much we've skipped away from those behind. So it's really tight between Williams, Haas and Alpine, and Sauber just nowhere, which kind of reflects on their performances last year. Okay, so after practice we ended up P2 out of all that. Hulkenberg 108.3 in a Haas. That's I don't know about that. I mean, when I did my time, it was about 15 minutes to go when I did my quali simulation. I thought everyone else would have improved, but obviously not. Okay, so hopefully we've got enough to do something. Huge discount on fuel efficiency. So it's about 300, so we're going to have about 162 left. Is there anything that we can do? Can't do MGUK. What about drag? No, we can't do drag reduction. Okay, so we're only going to have enough for fuel efficiency, which will get on for Spain. I think we do it because we need fuel efficiency. I mean, fuel this week is not going to be an issue because Monaco, we're cruising around the lap and we're saving a lot of fuel. So this is one race where we can underfuel the car by about 2 laps. Just make sure that difficulty, yes, 110. That's not a problem. Let's get on with it. Okay, so 109.4 was my fastest. Can we get any faster than that? The track will have a bit more grip by now, so hopefully that is the case. Leclerc 9.90, Verstappen 9.1, Stroll 9.4. Okay. I'm not going to be overly fast on the first lap. I just want to get a banker lap in. Doesn't feel too pretty. Oh, understeer. Okay, so we basically matched our lap time. We're only a few 1,000ths off. Side temps aren't really a factor, so let's just do a quicker cool down lap, and then we go again. To be honest, I don't think we really need to go again. I reckon this lap's good enough, but I definitely want to be the last one to do a lap in Q3 if we get to that point. Wow. Oh, pull the car up. I don't know where we found that amount of time, but holy hell. Must have been really conservative that first lap, but I don't even think we were. Okay, we definitely don't need to go out again, so let's just skip forward to Q2. 8/10. Yeah, no one's finding 8/10. But Ricardo needs to find a couple of tenths, maybe, because I don't know if he's going to be okay. Piastri's definitely not. He needs a lap. Norris, maybe okay, but it's very line ball. So who gets through? Magnussen gets up there. So Ricardo's not in the top 14. So Magnussen's up there again. Wouldn't that be crazy? RB and Haas on the front row. That would be crazy. Ricardo gets knocked out. Did he not even improve? Did he not improve on his time? Oh, he made a mistake. What the hell, Danny? Last sector, he couldn't even get going. So he's a couple of tenths up after 2 sectors. And where did he make the mistake? I wonder. Danny. Well, it's going to be a boring race for him. That's no points for Ricardo. I want to use the same set of softs and see if we can get through with a couple of slow laps just to burn the fuel, and then we go for it. What's the tyre like? 10. Okay, so they're not going to be at their absolute best. 10.0 for Magnussen. Russell 9.2. This won't be the lap. We'll go next lap. We do need to pick up the pace though. Tyre temps are starting to go down. 9.1 from Fernando. Okay, now we go. Let's do our lap. Oh, too much speed. .0. Keep going. That felt better. 9.5. I don't think that's safe even with the 5/10 improvement. So those softs are done. Realistically, are we really safe? Jeez, it is so tight between the top 7. There's less than a 10.5 between the top 7. Realistically, who can get in? Piastri can, and maybe Perez. Stroll maybe? I think we're going to need another lap. We're going to need another lap, guys, because I don't feel safe in 8th. Even though we've got the 5/10 gap, I'm trying to be realistic here. Who can knock us out? There's only 3 guys that can knock us out. Piastri, Perez and Stroll. But Perez is miles off though. Is he really going to find 5/10? I don't know. There's no one out there at the moment. You know what? Let's get the lap done and over with now without pushing too hard. Let's just save these tyres as much as we can throughout the lap. .91, that's gotta be safe. Wow, everyone's on track though. But who's gonna find 8/10 though? Who's gonna find 8/10 and get to a 9.1? We looked after the tyres pretty well there, I must admit. Who gets through to the shooter? Surely we can. Well, we did. P8. So Perez got through and Stroll didn't improve. So what was that? 9.4 or 9.5. Yeah, we would have been knocked out. So that 9.5 wasn't enough, so we did need that lap. So in the end, we made the right call because we would have been behind Magnussen, so Magnussen would have got through. So all in all, we made the right call. But now this is where we really show what we're made of. We'll do a banker, and then we'll come up with another approach for our final run. 8.4 from Verstappen. And we cross the line. 9.0, so we're almost into the 8s. Let's see what the second lap does. Oh, that was silly. Early shift to 4, that was silly. Yeah, turn in early. That's the line I'm looking for. Turn in early. Nah. Okay, new set of softs. 9.4 or 8.4 from Verstappen. That's going to be hard to beat. Can Leclerc get any closer? Realistically, what are we looking at? 8.7? 8.7 or an 8.6 maybe? I reckon there's probably 3, 4, maybe 5 tenths left in this car. So fuel is now down to its maximum. Come on, guys. We don't need 4 laps worth of fuel for 1 lap. Come on. So now we drive out, make this car as light as we can for our final push lap. But we are going to have to push a little bit more just to keep the tyre temp. Okay, I want to get around before the others start coming out of the pit lane, because otherwise it's going to make things really interesting. Okay, so now we've got a bit more time to prepare ourselves. Tyre weight's not an issue. We just got to keep the tyre temp up. What's the tyre temp? Left front's going a bit cold, or right front's going a bit cold. Okay, now I've got a nice gap. This is where we go. We drain all the battery now, and we see what the others can do. Oh, short shift to 4th again. What am I doing? Too deep. Back off, recharge. That was a late call to recharge the battery. We do have enough time. But the battery's not recovering as much as I thought. This is bad. Now we're not going to be able to use the battery as much. Okay. Okay, this one counts. Come on, mate. Still about the same as what we were before. That's better. I don't think anyone improved. Too deep again. Up to the line, 8.5. So that means Max is on par. That should put us second. It does. I tell you what though, we were too deep again into Anthony Noakes.
Wraps up qualifying, but don't worry.
Wow, 0.06 for Max. And I tell you what, it would have been that little mistake at Anthony Noakes, the first part of the last couple of corners. We went in too deep, we couldn't pull the car up. And that would have cost us a little bit. That would have definitely cost us a little bit. But a front row in Monaco, can't ask for anything better. So that means Max should get some points over Lando, as long as his engine doesn't blow up. So did anyone improve on their last laps? 8.7 from Max, 9.3 from Lando, so well, he was miles off. Improved marginally, but then lost chunks from then on. Leclerc missed out by a little bit. Okay, so Perez improved, Sainz improved, Russell barely improved, Stroll didn't improve, Lewis didn't improve much either. So very interesting qualifying segment that was. Now we get the boring race. of me not saying much over 78 laps. So this is going to be a fun race. Hard tyres, mediums to the end. Can we even think about running softs? Wow, is tyre really that hard and harsh? Now this race, I'm confident we can take some fuel up because we're not going to be pushing like an absolute madman the whole way. So I think, from what I could tell, about, let's go a little under a lap of fuel because we're not going to be needing that much. What's everyone else starting on? Hards for Max. Okay, so variant tyre choices for everyone, but the majority of the field are starting on mediums. Norris behind, so he'll be quick early. So it's important we get a clean start. If we keep ahead of Lando, keep him behind for as long as we can, we'll be in good shape. But the fact is, he'll be pitting first out of all of us, and we'll be pitting 10 laps later. So as long as we can make hay, we're in for a podium today. Alrighty, now comes the fun part. 78 boring laps. 78 laps of concentration, that's what I should say. Absolutely no margin for error here. Here we go then. Away we go. Wow, understeer. Oh wow. The car's not ready for it. The car's not ready for this first lap. Don't want to be tapping the wall too much. Oops. Can't afford to be making too many of those. Now the car's just starting to come to me a bit better now. I'm hitting the wall an awful lot, but it's not punishing me so far. Still 70 to go. Yellow. Last corner. Oh no, it's Piastri that's going slowly. As I've just made a mistake. I'm trying to see who it was. And unfortunately it is Oscar who's out. It's a shame we got distracted at that point because we just got out of Alonso's DRS. Alonso lost DRS to us. And now he's just starting to struggle to cling onto Max's DRS as well. So hopefully we can start to close the gap on Lando pretty soon. Another close call. Yep, so now Lando is struggling to stay with Max. Past Lando before lap 21. Oh, Jesus Christ. You had to give me that objective. I know we're catching it, but I don't think we're going to catch him that quickly. Well, understeer. We could probably try and use Lando, save a bit of fuel, because we're struggling to recover fuel at the minute. You see, if we could be close enough going into the tunnel. Oh no, it's just brake locked up, and through we go. Yeah, as we were right on him, he literally shut himself, and that allowed us to sneak by. And we gave him a tap as well, but he already had his brakes locked up, so no foul play there. Now at the same time, we were catching Max at the same time, but I think that's because Lando's tyres were starting to go off. But I think now we've got to conserve fuel while we can, because there's a long way to go still. Tell you what, I thought the margin would be over 10 seconds by now. Okay, tyres aren't too bad. So I expect the medium run is in by lap 30, early 30s. Oh, there's another yellow. Just coming out of Casino Square. Is this going to be a safety car this time? Looks like Albon's gone down the Nico Rosberg exit road. Are we going to see a VSC of some sorts? Bloody hell, this is boring.
Fuck me, this is boring. Should have brought my pillow.
Wouldn't it be crazy if a safety car came in and Verstappen missed the pit lane entry, we get a free stop? Because the chances of Max being held up is extremely likely. If a safety car's called and he's gone literally just gone past the pit entry, that's a perfect opportunity for us, and it'll screw Max over because he'll be the one that's caught by the safety car, and he'll be way down the order. Whoa. Jesus, stop hitting the wall, mate. Okay, so we are starting to recover fuel a little bit better. So at this rate, Verstappen's got near on 12-second gaps, so those are on the hards, including me, Max and Charlie in P5. In theory, we'll get dumped by the undercut from Norris and Alonso, as long as those guys aren't completely buried in traffic, but it'll be very line ball whether they get to Max at all. And it's those mistakes like that could potentially cost us a podium. So we need to keep pressing on because a podium isn't guaranteed. But what we need to do is just save fuel while we can. And while we've got a nice gap to those behind, save the fuel while we can. And then when they come in, we put in 10 speedy laps. That's the plan anyway. We're definitely chucking a new MGUH for the next race. So at any tick of the clock, we'll see Norris and Alonso pit. We need to keep conserving fuel. Verstappen's got himself now a 17-second gap. So there's no way he should be able to lose the lead from here. But we're going to have to press on a little bit more. It's such a shame for Leclerc. He's doing everything he can to get past Alonso, but Alonso is getting DRS off of Norris, and that's what's saving him. So are they in? Yes, they are. Exactly as I suspected. So now we need to press on a little bit more just to see if we can stay ahead. Norris and Alonso have come out in clean air, but they'll quickly catch Stroll and Sainz very quickly. 12-1. It's pretty good. Okay, so Norris and Alonso have just started to get DRS off of Sainz. So really, Sainz is not even an issue. 29 seconds, and it was about 10 seconds from when they pitted. So realistically, they're not catching us by much at all. So probably we don't even need to push that much. Whoa, that was scary. This is exactly what I thought was going to happen. Norris and Alonso getting stuck behind Sainz and not being able to pass him. Exactly what I thought might happen. So therefore now we don't need to push as hard. Yeah, Norris can't even get past Sainz at all. So now the podium is not even in doubt anymore. The only thing that can stop us is an engine drama. And you know what? Given our luck so far this year, I wouldn't be surprised.
Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 55.8 seconds.
55 seconds? Is Ricciardo even in the points? Where is he anyway? He's 12. Has he stopped? No, he hasn't. So who's behind him that's stopped? Okay, so all of the medium runners. So he's going to fall. I don't even know where he's going to fall. Yeah, so Norris can't even get past Sainz. Yeah, so Norris and Alonso are trapped behind Carlos, and that's allowing us to maintain second place. Safety car would do very nicely for Leclerc, because he might come out ahead of, like literally just ahead of Norris and Alonso. So his teammate's doing all the hard work and holding those two up, but he's not going to be able to hold them up for much longer. Now we're really starting to catch Max now. We might even try and go a couple more laps just to have a couple lap better tyres than Max. So is Max coming in? He is. Let's do an overcut. Let's see if we can get a couple more laps better tyres than Max. See if we can use them towards the back end of the race. Whoa. Now we gotta stay at the extra lap now. 10-7 from Verstappen. Alright, here we go. Well, we didn't get anything, but it was worth a try anyway. We weren't going to gain any. It would have been unreal if we gained something, but we didn't. And we weren't going to lose second place, so it was worth a shot. Oops, too deep. Alright, let's have a go at our fastest lap. Purple, very nice.
Pace is strong, but be aware these tyres need to go the distance.
10-2. Good luck beating that, lads. Just lost a little bit to Max in the recent past. I need to find a little bit more pace whilst trying not to burn too much fuel. Oh wow. We're not even going to make it to the end at this rate. Ricardo, 16th. Wow.
Keep managing your tyres.
That is an ouch moment. Oh, that was great teamwork. Just got Danny a spot there. Can we get him one more spot? Oh, not quite. Well, we got Danny a spot at least. Norris hasn't been able to shake off Alonso since basically lap 20. 20 laps to go. Great. Jesus, we're not recovering the fuel like I thought we were going to this race. Still 18 laps to go. We've pretty much hit every wall on the circuit. Well, we're starting to catch Verstappen a bit more again, but is it going to be too late? It's those little moments like that when we get DRS off of another car. Gets us a little bit closer to Verstappen, but I think we're going to run out of time and we're not going to have the fuel to help us. But we're not giving up yet, and 11 laps to go. We're entering and exiting the corners pretty well, but at this stage we're not going to recover the fuel in time. 4 seconds now to go. Oh, someone's gone straight ahead at Sandoval. Who is it? Are they able to keep going? Or is this the safety car that's going to change the game? Nope, they got going again. God damn it. I'll tell you what, a safety car would have given me all the fuel back and put Verstappen under immense pressure. How many cars would have been ahead of, in between myself and Norris and Alonso? 6 cars. The gap is under 3 seconds now. But are we going to have the fuel? And are we going to get there in time? Or could staying out those extra few laps cost us in the end? The amount of times we've hit the wall today and not gotten any damage is quite miraculous. That just shows how hard we're pushing. It's now under 2 seconds, but we still need to recover fuel because we're not even going to have enough to have a lunch. I think Verstappen's just woken up now. 4 to go. Who is this I've got on my gearbox? Sargent? Did he make another stop or something?
Okay, we're reaching a danger point with the wear on the MGU-H. Overheating the engine will exacerbate the issue, so keep temps under control, please.
I'm trying, Mark, I really am. But quite frankly, I don't care about the engine at this rate. We're putting a new MGU-H in for the next race anyway. Oh, we're almost in DRS of Verstappen, but I don't think we're going to be close enough to have a look anyway. But again, I'm not giving up. Got to get DRS off of Verstappen this lap. Okay, we got it. Barely though. Max now knows we're right behind him. He has been woken up. This is it. 70 seconds to decide this race. Time to deploy all the battery, but still conserve with what we've got left. Oh. This is what we got to get off here. Nah, we're not close enough. Oh, Jesus. Ah, mistake. Almost drilled him. Rub the wall again. a thrilling end to that race, and Verstappen had to work hard for that one, but he's going to hold on for back-to-back wins in Monaco 2023 and 2024. Wow. Yeah, that was a great drive nonetheless. Oh, wow. Wow. I was really feeling it after that. Oh. Max now retakes the championship lead now. A few points, I think he does. What a race. 94 minutes that race went for. So Norris finishes 38 seconds behind. We get the bonus point for fastest lap. Sainz ends up in 10th. Wow, okay. Ricciardo gets to 14th by virtue of us helping out. Oh, was it Sargent that, okay, he made another stop. Where did he stop? Softs? Yeah, it would have been Softs. Gee, no wonder he came up on me. When did he make that second stop? Right at the end. So in the last few laps. So he would have 58, 14. Yeah, I think 58 was where he went off. The 58 lap was where he went off at Saint Devote, because I'm pretty sure that was him that went off. Ricciardo started 16, ends up 14th. So the top 6 remain unchanged. Sainz drops a few places. So yeah, starting on the hards, it was always going to be aggressive because everyone else behind would have been on the fresher hards for those 10 laps. Unfortunately, Norris and Alonso were stuck behind Carlos and couldn't get past. That's the beauty nature of Monaco. It's not easy to get past. They haven't even set a 1 minute 10 laps. So obviously us by a long way. Verstappen, Ricciardo's best was a 10.9. Sargent 10.8. Okay, so only 4 drivers got into the 1 minute 10s. So the standings, Verstappen should lead the championship yet by 3 points, exactly how I predicted. And after our sensational podium, we move up into 9th. And we close right down on Aston Martin as well. So what's the points gap between them? 26 points between us and Aston. Clear daylight ahead of Alpine, Williams, Haas and Sauber now. So where did Haas ended up? 30th and 40th. Despite so much promise in the early parts of qualifying and practice, I thought there were going to be a chance for some points. Obviously it wasn't to be. But boy, was that a race. Given the last couple of races, we have done so much better than what I had anticipated for the last 2 races. Well, I suppose the only exciting parts of that race was us catching Verstappen in the closing stages. But it goes to show how much you really have to focus around Monaco. Even all the times I tapped the wall, thankfully it didn't cost us, but geez, if that was sim damage, that would have cost us a lot. So, wow, I think I'm ready for a break, to be honest. That was the toughest 78 laps I've ever done. We've definitely got a car that's, probably really shouldn't be fighting the top guys a lot. I don't know if it's just me or whether the AI aren't fast enough. Even on 110 AI, 110 AI clearly is not enough. The AI needs to be bumped up a little bit more. But the next race is in Canada, so we are going to struggle at that one. So I think the next 2 races we're going to struggle, Spain and Canada, because they're more fast top speeds tracks. So one that's not real downforce. Although Spain is a bit more downforce, but it's more a straight line speed track, if anything. Same with Canada. And straight line speed is not really our friend. So I think we're going to struggle this weekend for the next couple of races for a good result. Our only hope is to get as many upgrades on and get the maximum out of the car. That is literally all that we can hope for. And hopefully the upgrades will get us back towards the top and fighting for top 5s, podiums maybe? Who knows? We'll have to wait and see what happens.